Tangi, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25.
Got a lot of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 3.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run.
Afterburners coming. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
You're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have to find a way to slow this quarterback down from running the football. He's been doing a lot of damage in this game. Already he's got over 100 yards rushing.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Trojans want to move quickly. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. And he's running in the open. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Pocket starts to collapse. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now on the move. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, USC 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. second down coming up. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to put is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this off.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. With the catch, it's Ramsey. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They want to run this quarterback.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it's picked off.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Trojans will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
In halftime, in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. He'll take it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
At the 19-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Easy.
Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They want to run it left here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 42, USC 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Using his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
Go. Arrow. Arrow.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, USC.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Calls his own number. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
USC.
The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
USC 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.